Hey y'all, good afternoon. You see my hands moving here because I was actually talking live. I was actually recording the voiceover live. That's what I wanted to do, but I gotta yell at my kids every 5 minutes. I gotta let them know not to try mommy, you know? Anyway, I got a request for a more detailed, in-depth video on the pop-off method. I do the pop-off method for my sets because I do a set pretty much every day. I do the pop-off method so the acrylic doesn't adhere to my nail plate and I can easily pop off the acrylic and go on to the next set the next day. And for the pop-off method, I use top coat. Now there are peel-off base coats, but I use top coat. So the first thing I'm going to do is disinfect my nail plate. I disinfect my nail plate and remove any dust and debris. First of all, because I'm not nasty. Second of all, because the gel top coat will adhere to my nail plate better if there is no dust and debris, or oil for that matter. Now you do want to make sure that the top coat adheres to your nail plate. The reason why you want to make sure that the top coat is adhered to your nail plate, first of all, because you don't want to incur any damage on your nail plate when you go to pop them off. You also don't want them popping off when you're filing and shaping. Trust me, it pisses me straight off. And if you feel like I'm yelling at you, it's because I am. My apologies. There's a lot of shit going on in the background. I could barely hear myself. Anyway, so we've disinfected our nail plate because they're not nasty asses. Now we're going to go in and put the top coat on. What top coat you use for this process matters. Trust me. I've been doing this for a very long time and I've been through a lot of top coat. My favorites are this Born Pretty and the Gayoi top coat. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but the Gayoi top coat is my baby, so I don't use it for this process. I try to save it. I like to use the Born Pretty. I actually really like the Born Pretty top coat and base coat, which we will be using in a moment. Again, this process is so your acrylic sets can easily pop off. This is not what you want to do if you want retention on your sets. This is not what you want to do if you want your sets to last. Do not do this. And I guarantee you somebody's still going to do it and then come in my comments talking about my set didn't last. After you apply the top coat, go ahead and fully cure it. Fully cure it, 60 seconds to 120 seconds. Also, if you're going to be doing this method with top coat, have a separate top coat designated just for this process. I designate a top coat for this process so contamination doesn't enter the chat. If one does pop off during the filing and shaping process, I don't want dust and debris to get in there. So this is what we're looking like. So we're done fully curing and we're going to add on the tips. I've already sized them out. Like I said, I use base coat to apply this as well. Actually, I don't know if I said that. I use base coat to apply the tips and I like the Born Pretty base coat. Gel sticks really well to gel, so this base coat is going to stick really well to the top coat and we're not going to have any tips popping off. I really don't have any popping off issues while I'm filing and shaping because I'm doing this method this way, or at least I believe in my spirit that that's why. So we're going to zoom through applying these tips. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we're done applying the tips. I told y'all it pisses me straight off when my nails pop off while I'm filing and shaping, so I'm going in with some extra protection. I'm going to go back in with the top coat and apply it to all 5 fingers. I apply the top coat from the cuticle all the way down the tip a little bit. And like I said, I do this just for some extra protection, just to make sure that they're not popping off during the filing and shaping process. And sometimes I'll actually do my thumb separately, like I'll cure it separately so the gel doesn't roll. So after we apply it to all 5 fingers, we're going to fully cure it in the lamp for 60 to 120 seconds. Sometimes I do 120 seconds just to make sure it is cured. And after you're fully cured, you're ready to do a set. I've seen y'all in my comments a little upset that pink silk has been out of stock with Makartt Pro for quite some time now. So maybe what we'll do is swatch some other acrylic shades from them. I have all of their cover shades, so I'm more than happy to show you guys what other shade ranges they have. And really, on top of that, their entire line is just beautiful. Anyway, I hope this helped. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.